I'm sure you're all familiar with a number of the headlines that have been dotting the papers or the media over the last 6 to 12 months. We have broad-based bipartisan political support in the U.S. for nuclear energy. First time we've had that in many, many years. It's a key and essential factor in the green energy as a movement. And you just can't get there without nuclear. You just don't know way you can have enough windmills and solar panels to meet your carbon emission deadlines without nuclear. So it's going to have to be. You're seeing some of the licensed plants have their licenses extended. You're seeing new plants licensed. You're seeing a couple of them being built in the U.S., but you're seeing an awful lot of them around the world. And you're seeing increased fuel loadings on licensed plants, increasing their energy output, which requires more uranium. All these things compound to really show us the decade ahead of us looks incredibly bright, and we're just in the early innings of this uranium renaissance. So it's an incredibly great time to be building a company. With that, I'll turn it over to Paul Goranson for a review of not only some of the assets, but also of the uranium market as we see it. Paul?
Thanks, Bill. Thank you. I'll kick it off with talking about what we're seeing in the uranium industry itself, nuclear industry. We're seeing continued growth with 154 reactors being built around the world, even 2 of those in the United States. A strong drive to small modular reactors. And kind of an interesting fact is that since Fukushima back in 2011, the nuclear incident of Fukushima, we've seen even more nuclear power plants coming online and being under construction prior to 2011. So it's a dramatic change, and that's principally because of the high density energy generation that nuclear provides. And so we see that as the long-term growth story with respect to uranium demand, both domestically in the United States as well as globally. That's going to draw create a supply-demand model that's going to drive a growth and support our growth as a company. And also, most recently, we've seen significant activity within the uranium sector, particularly for U3O8 content. And that's due to quite a bit of financial players being involved, as well as some uranium producers. Even Encore participated in that, buying uranium as a hedge or as a means to an investment, but also potentially for a mitigation for supply interruptions down the road. And as Bill mentioned, we did sell some uranium because of the value that we're at right now. Provides a way to provide liquidity for us without the need for doing any kind of significant financing, et cetera, as we go through this transaction and move towards that listing, U.S. listing. One of the things that we have going for us is that we announced early in August that we signed a contract to sell uranium to a uranium trader, UG USA. That gives us a good start, starting in 2023, to support our early production, but also helps us support the company going forward as we bring these other projects on, both in South Dakota, Texas, and Wyoming going forward.